Morning. So it's Angela from LifeMaster. This is day 10. Day 10, we're in double figures now of morning routine, video diary. Just trying to pull a bit of structure out of what is currently quite an unstructured period of time. I think a lot of people might be feeling it, especially people that are used to having enforced structures, so 9 to 5 jobs or any job really that means you have to go to a place or your time is what you do with certain periods of your time is set by a third party or an organisation or whatever. So I've over my life had many jobs. Currently self-employed. I definitely prefer being self-employed, but one of the downsides of it is having to make your own schedule and be accountable to yourself for doing the things, for stepping up and being at work effectively, which can be hard if you're used to just having to be in. Like, I could just, if I wanted, I could just stay in bed. I could stay in bed till 2 in the afternoon. I could get up for 3 hours and then go back to bed. There's no one making me do anything else. And especially with the pandemic, the lock-in stuff, everything else being so weird, it's very easy to just chuck everything out up in the air and be like, I don't care, whatever. So through the course of the last since April, so 6-7 months, I've been all over the place. I've been staying up late, getting wrecked, staying in bed in the morning, not getting up until 11, sitting in bed for 2 hours with a coffee playing with my phone in the morning. I've been getting up like when it's still dark, even in the summer, and working until it's dark again, like every day for weeks. And everything in between. What I'm hoping and what seems to be coming out of this sort of experiment that me and Ben and Mike and a few others now are on with is just a bit more structure, a bit more control of my reality, which I think is an important thing to do. Like, your reality is literally just what your brain tells you what is going on around you, and it obviously has external pressures and factors that relate to how you know. So your reality is affected by other things, but at the end of the day, you're in control of how you react to it and how you let those things impact your life or not. Easier said than done. Emotions can get in the way, programming can get in the way, socialization can get in the way, just responsibilities can get in the way. But the whole time, if something happens and you react to it like it's a negative thing, then it is a negative thing in your brain. If you react to it as a positive thing or potential for, every cloud has a silver lining and all that, then it will become a positive thing. And if you react to it neutrally, then you'll just sort of sail through. Like I say, easier said than done. It's something I've been practicing for probably 20 years, and I still don't hit it right the whole time, but it does help put things into perspective. The reality of what you are as an individual, compared to the just sheer eye-watering enormousness of the universe. Yeah. So anyway, a bit of a spiral off. So with these morning routines and the evening routine, it's just about trying to carve a bit of structure out. So today's Saturday. I had a bit of an argument with myself this morning in bed because it's Saturday. You can stay in bed for a bit longer. It's Saturday, and so I had a bit of a back and forth with my snooze button, but I still got up before 6, which is the goal, which is good. Fridays and Saturdays probably don't mean too much to many people at the moment, and they've not really meant that much to me for quite a few years, just as a result of my working schedules and as my self-employment for quite a lot of my life, and recently sort of pandemic-y stuff. I mean, everything's just a slew of time and things happening, and I don't like to be too prescriptive, so I've tried to plan periods of time before, like actually some people it works really well for, planning your days out in a very regimented military style manner. Between these minutes, in this hour I'm going to have a coffee, in this hour I'm going to be working on this creative thing, and then in this hour and for the next 4 hours I'm going to be doing my work stuff. That works for some people, it just doesn't have the flexibility I need and my life requires, but starting your day with a strong morning routine, ending it with a evening routine that sort of is about setting up for the next day, and also chilling out and just closing the book on that day and relaxing before the next one starts. Bookends whatever chaos may happen in the middle of the day, with a bit of structure. The morning one it just makes so much difference to me, and a lot of people, but definitely me. Well, I mean, definitely me, because I know the difference it makes to me. I've only got people's reports of how it works for them, and that little bit of evening planning the next day pays back multiple times in your morning. At some point I'll go into how I plan my weeks, which I do on a Sunday. I plan every day with tasks that I need to do, but I leave quite a lot of space for flexibility. Things change, some things take longer than others, some days you're really on it, some days you're not. A very important thing in my opinion when you're planning your time and trying to make the most of it and be productive and move forwards is not setting your goals so you can't attain them, because the overwhelming vibe of that is a failure and negativity. And whereas if you set achievable goals, that gives you wiggle room for things going wrong and also a bit of time to sort of mop up if you miss stuff, then you're more likely to finish your things. Your list will look mostly crossed off at the end of the week. You'll feel like you've really achieved, and you'll go into the next week feeling strong, powerful, and like a little bit notch more of a superhuman than you were before, which is what we can all try to attain. First stop, feel like a superhuman. Second stop, excellent capes. So anyway, Saturday now. My Saturdays are usually a bit more freeform. I'm going to go make a bit of a list for the weekend. I usually do that on a Saturday morning. I'm not sure why. It's just a habit more than anything. Like over years of the weekend being drilled into me. Sometimes I'll do it on a Friday, but Friday night has always been a bit of a let loose party night type thing for me. I mean, since I used to go out with my mates on a Friday night when we were at school, and it's just sort of stuck. But yeah, I don't find like some habits like that are detrimental, some less so. They fit quite well with how my life is at the moment, so I'm not aiming to change them. Anyway, there you go with your Saturdays. Have an excellent weekend. Day 10, smashing it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.